What's good, crew? It is your boy, the Hypehead Sneaker Beast, and we are back with another video today. Now, today I want to talk to you guys about something that may seem like a no-brainer to most sneakerheads, but I still get this question quite often. I get the question in BR Kicks community, and I do get a lot of questions in my comment section here, so I do want to kind of just address it. I want to talk about some of the places that I believe you should absolutely avoid when it comes to purchasing pairs resell. Anything is resell when it's not coming from Nike, it's not coming from Adidas, it's not coming from New Balance. Anytime you purchase something that is not coming directly from the manufacturer, it's going to be resell. So I want to talk to you guys about some of the places that I think that you should absolutely avoid, and some of the places that I do trust wholeheartedly and that I have absolutely used before, or at least I have friends and I know of people who have used these sites before. But before we go ahead and get into this video, I want to make sure everyone who is watching this video subscribes to the channel. If you're not already subscribed already, you know, we are on the road to 1,000 subs. We're getting there so soon, and we will actually be doing our first sneaker raffle. So make sure you guys stay tuned for the details for that. We will be dropping that very soon. But like I said before, go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now for more sneaker news, sneaker reviews, and all things sneakers. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video. So the first place that we're gonna take a look at, as you guys can see, it is already on the screen. We're gonna be taking a look at OfferUp. Now, I have dropped a video on this previously. I did purchase a pair of Yeezys off of OfferUp, and I actually purchased a pair of Travis Scott's off of OfferUp. One was actually shipped to me, and the other, I met the person in person. I did have a chance to take a look at the pair, but like I said before, I was not educated enough to know exactly what they look like when they're worn, and I was definitely got on those. So let's go ahead and start with OfferUp. Now, I'm gonna just do something that most people do when they get to OfferUp, and they're just gonna type in what they're looking for, obviously, which is gonna be Jordans. So when this comes up, you guys are gonna see so many things that pop up. A lot of times you're gonna see a lot of deals. A lot of times you're gonna see a lot of steals. It's gonna just look like, man, like I should definitely be copping this pair. Like this pair right here looks like probably a steal to me, seeing as how it's a size 8 handcraft for 200. And then anytime you see this like Stockx tag, like like for these Jordan 4 lasers, you see the Stockx tag and you instantly think that it's gonna be a pair that's legit. And you guys need to know that they are selling Stockx tags, Stockx receipts. They're selling all the Stockx information like on OfferUp, on all these different sites that you can go to and just buy them and then put them on a phony pair of sneakers. If you're not aware of that, I know it does seem like a no-brainer to a lot of people in the sneaker community, but a lot of times, we don't know what we don't know. So there's a lot of different tactics and things that people use to actually dupe you into purchasing a pair that you might think is legit. Now, I'm just looking for a really good example. Like you see here, there's a pair of Travis Scott's for $650. Doesn't seem too off of what it would probably be. A lot of times what I'm looking for is those pairs that just look like it's an absolute steal. Like you're absolutely getting away with murder here. Like even this, like a cool gray 11 for 180. Does that seem like why? Like why? And then I actually dropped that video on how they manufacture the fakes, and this is one of the most manufactured fakes here, and a cool gray 11 for $180 seems like it would be an absolute steal, and I'm just not sure why anyone will post that pair for that price, especially when I think they actually retail for a little bit over that. So let's look, man. Let's see what we can find here. Can we find anything that looks like it's just completely out of place? Now, when you see this here, Jordan 3 UNCs for $1, that usually means that they just want you to send them an offer. They are not $1, so don't go clicking on that thinking that you found a crazy steal or something like that. Like, what is this? Like a Jordan 1 Chicago bread toe for $150. Like, let's just look at Stockx. Let's just look at Stockx and see what a bread toe one is going for. Now that seems like a steal to me. I just think that that's something that's probably just way too, like, look what we're looking at. The lowest ask for this pair, just without even doing any real research, is $625. This pair is $150. Let's just look at it a little bit closer. But this is what you have to look at. A lot of times we don't do enough research. We don't do enough research on these. Now, is this the only picture? Yeah, 1 of 1. It's one picture. So anytime you see that, guys, steer clear of that, man. That's why I just say don't even look at this site in general, because you will get got for sure. Like, that looks like a decent pair, but I'm sure as soon as you get it in your hands, it's gonna be way off. But by that time, you spent $150 and you've wasted your money, and you probably won't get it back. And this, like this here, look at this. A Jordan 1 Mocha for $260 with the Stockx tag. Now, this is what they do. They throw a Stockx tag on it. They throw a Stockx tag on it to make you just jump out and purchase it right away. The lowest ask for this pair is $510. Come on, $510, but this person is selling them for $260, and they made sure to show us the Stockx tag. You could pull a Stockx tag even if you did purchase a real pair. You could pull a Stockx tag and put it on this shoe. You should be able to scan it and find more details about the pair, but for the most part, a lot of people are just taking that at face value and they're purchasing that pair, and then they are getting their souls crushed when they get a fake pair. So that's just some of the things that you will find on places like OfferUp and things like that. So I 100% now just stay away from OfferUp. So the next place we're gonna take a look at is actually gonna be Mercari. Now, I've never used Mercari, but I definitely have seen people ask questions about pairs on Mercari. So I wanna take a look at it and just see. So we're gonna do the same thing. We're not gonna look at Jordans this time. We're gonna just take a look at Yeezys. Let's see what we can find. You know, maybe there's a steal on here, but I highly, highly doubt it. Look, what do you guys see on this screen? Just tell me what you see already. I see a Yeezy 700 Wave Runner for $190. Does that seem, it seems like an absolute steal. So somebody is gonna jump on top of this. Somebody's gonna be all over purchasing, and they look like they're a pretty clean pair. But what you do notice is there are not a lot of pictures, and the pictures that you do have are just not very good quality pictures. Nothing that you can legit check off of. So if you're seeing pairs that look like this, that you're not able to send in pictures to somewhere else to get legit checked, it's probably fake. And all we did was type in Yeezy, and that was the first thing that came up. I know back in the old day, I would have been all over that, like, hey, let me take a look and see if it's a steal, because you just never know. Now you got a pair of these for $220 with a Stockx tag. Anytime I see the Stockx tag, it honestly makes me I don't even look at it anymore. But I stopped buying pairs off of sites like this a long time ago, because like I said, I already got a couple times. And I hear you got kind of a dirty pair of blue tints. This is literally the same situation that I saw. I saw a pair that looked like they could have just used a little bit of love, and I'll go ahead and purchase them. But you can just see right here, man. They give you all the pictures, they've been worn, and you should be able to tell by that dirty thumbnail. My God. But yeah, this is what they do. It's a worn pair, so a lot of times people don't really care too much because they've been worn already, so they don't expect them to be in perfect condition. But you still need to have these pairs legit checked. Now, even a lot of times people do say that the legit checking process is a little iffy. But I do trust the legit checkers. I haven't been wrong yet. I've tested them before, and maybe I'll actually go ahead and test them again. Maybe I'll test them again on camera just so you guys can kind of see how that process works. You can look up videos on it right now, but I haven't done it, so maybe I'll take a look at it and see if I can show you guys how to legit check a little bit better. But again, we got pairs. We got 350s, V2s for $180. If you guys know anything about 350s, you know that is probably the most sought after pair, and it's probably also the most fake pair. So that was real quick. I mean, that was a super quick look at, and these wave runners are size 11 going for 300. That's retail. I just can't see how it's possible. Here we go again with the same pair. Got a pair of zebras going for 200 bucks. So again, steer clear of places like OfferUp and places like Mercari. Now, the one thing that I do know that is if you actually purchase a pair and you legit check them and find out that they're fake, and you purchase them through the app, not by sending money via Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Zelle, any of those different ways, if you buy the pair through the app, I think you can actually, when you get the pair and you find out that they're fake, you can actually let them know, and they do not release the money to the seller. You actually get a refund, and I think you actually have to send the pair back. But that is not like a legit checking service. It is a waste of time. You're waiting all this time to get the pair. You get the pair, it's fake, and you gotta send it back. You gotta wait on a refund. It's just not worth it. One of the places that you can definitely be sure to at least get a better chance of copying authentic pairs is gonna be a place like Stockx. Now, personally, I've only purchased non-hype pairs from Stockx for, like, you know, my nieces, nephews, cousins, things like that when I'm purchasing like birthday presents or something like that, because I can usually find a really good price for smaller pairs for some reason on Stockx. So I use it for that. But this is one of the places that you're gonna get at least an authenticity guarantee when they come in. Before they even get to you, they're gonna be authenticated by authenticators. They're gonna do a rigorous check and just make sure that everything looks good. Now, disclaimer, I do know that Stockx has definitely had issues in the past with authentication. They let a lot of fakes come through, mainly Travis Scott. I've heard about it so much. Here, at least you get a better chance of getting an authentic pair because it's gonna go through the authentication process. And of course, it's gonna be things like refunds and things like that you can get if you actually find out that your pair is not authentic. So this is why I say, you know, let's not look at places like, you know, OfferUp and Mercari, but let's take a look at some of these more legit places. Like if you wanted to buy this, you know, the Jordan 1 patent breads right now, you can buy them for what? You can buy them for $262 right now. And then they're gonna be on their way to you. You don't have to look at like weird pictures and try to decipher whether it's real or not. You don't have to go through a third party app to go ahead and try to get them legit checked. They will be legit checked by Stockx before they get to you. And if you get them in the mail and you kind of figure that there's some issues, you can always legit check them yourself and then get a refund. But it does not work that way with those other places. So as of recent, eBay has been a monster in the resale game, and the main reason is because they have provided an authenticity guarantee on their sneakers. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's just go back to Jordan. Let's look at some more Jordans. Let's see what we can find on eBay. So let's look here. Now you see a lot of these don't have authenticity guarantee on them. Like this is a pair of Hyper Royals. This is looks like maybe a used motorsport, but it does not have the authenticity guarantee. Now we take a look at it here and we see Tour Yellows or Lightnings for $134 to $349, and it is an authenticity guarantee. And then you see a pair of Jordan 4 Red Thunder size 10, you also get an authenticity guarantee. So basically with that guarantee, that means you can buy, if you see a steal on here and it has an authenticity guarantee, more than likely you're able to just take a leap on it because you found it for a steal. And then if it's not authentic, you can just send it back and get a refund, which is the best part. And that's why I've never purchased here before, but I have been leaning more towards at least checking them out. See, now look at this. You got a pair of size 10 Bordeaux's for $185. I think they retail for $190. So that's under retail, and you get an authenticity guarantee. This is something that I would be interested in possibly taking a look at. I know a lot of people are gonna say that there's a lot of one-of-one fakes. Like it's so good that but when you're taking a risk, you're taking a risk. At least you get this authenticity guarantee. If you find out that it's fake, when you get it, send them back. It's kind of a win-win situation. So it looks like here, you probably have a really good chance at copping pairs like this pair right here, like this Crimson Tint for $180. pre-owned. It is a used pair for $180, but that's a pair that you can take a chance on. Let's just say you get it in the mail and it's legit. You got that pair for an absolute steal. And eBay is doing a really good job with these authenticity guarantees and providing a lot of authentication and verification in the process. I say it's worth a try. If you're interested in buying pairs resale, you can do it on eBay. The next place, which is probably my go-to place to take a look at whenever I'm purchasing pairs resale, is always gonna be GOAT. GOAT is probably the cleanest, fastest, most trusted way to actually purchase pairs, and I am not sponsored by GOAT in any way. This is literally from years of purchases for myself, for my wife, for my kids, gifts, things like that. I always purchase pairs from GOAT, and strictly because even if I'm not getting the best price, I get more of a peace of mind knowing I'm gonna get an authentic pair. I've never had an issue. I've never heard of anyone really having any issues with GOAT. Now, if you've had any issues or if you've heard any issues about GOAT, make sure you drop them in the comment section below. I'll definitely be more than happy to take a look at that, but I have not heard or seen much in the way of GOAT having any issues. Now, today was the day that we missed on a lot of those pandas. So I know a lot of you guys will be actually taking a look at possibly purchasing a pair, and I think that you can absolutely do that on GOAT, Stockx, and eBay. So that is going to do it for today's video. If you guys have any questions, make sure you drop it in the comment section below. And also, if you have any questions or anything like that and you're in the BR Kicks community, don't forget, you can always reach out to me there. I'll definitely answer your questions. But to recap everything, no to OfferUp, no to Mercari, and yes to eBay, yes to GOAT, and yes to Stockx, with a little bit of reason with Stockx, because I know they've had some issues in the past, but I don't think that that's something that we can't at least look past and give them a shot. So until next time, if you guys have not already subscribed to the channel, make sure you go ahead and subscribe to the channel right now for more sneaker content just like this. Anything sneaker news, sneaker reviews, and of course, all things sneakers, I will be covering for you guys here on the channel. Stay tuned for the raffle information that will be dropping very soon. I mean, like, very soon. So just make sure you guys are looking out for that info. We are still doing the 1,000 subscriber giveaway for the Lot 21 Off-White Dunks. As soon as we hit 1,000 subs, I will be selecting one winner to win that pair of Off-White Dunks. So we're doing a lot on the channel, guys. We're doing so much and we are growing so much, and I really, really appreciate all the love. But until next time, it is your boy, the Hypehead Sneaker Beast. I'm going.